Faze scrim all week. I've watched the United play a little bit, but Faze having such a strong performance yesterday against Cloud9, I expect them to continue the momentum that they've just been building since the start of Infinite, since the start of this team. This is another stepping stone that they want to have another shot at Cloud9 in a winner's bracket final situation. To get there, they're gonna have to win this series, and here we go into game one.
That's right, game number one, Strongholds on Recharge here. And once again, it's Faze versus Eunited. Thanks for joining us here for NA Pro Series 2. Some New Year Halo here on screen. Bound's going to grab that camo there. He's going to get taken down immediately, though. Camo not burned. Also, nice kills here coming in from the side of Snipedown on Rain. He'll also get the camo as a reward.
I actually really like the route Snipedown took. He actually backtracked, went all the way back to Mangler, and was able to support Bound's damage there, get that kill, secure that camo. We'll have to see what Snipedown's able to do with it now.
Early AC hold right now. All four alive for both sides, so we're going to have to see what happens on B here. The first kill here going to be pretty monumental. Snipedown going to wisely play this. Look at this. Mangler camos is ready for Nick around the corner. First Mangler doesn't hit, but the second one does with the back whack. Not exactly the damage he wanted on Ryan Noob, so manages to stay alive. Look at that health. Avoids a grenade as well. Help comes in from B, so Snipedown still anchoring at C. They will maintain the AC hold. B finally being captured, but not before a 34-point lead for Faze.
Yeah, so because Snipedown doubles back, gets that camo, is able to make such a sneaky play over there at C, and because of it, you're seeing Faze jump out to this early lead. That's all on the back of Snipedown's great play. Great power-up control so far from Faze has given them this 50-point lead.
Absolutely, they're going to look to rally that again. Already halfway through, the drop of the Mangler comes in from Snipedown. Doesn't clean it up right away, but regardless, wins the battle, so they will continue. Looks like a little bit of action at C there, but plenty of players around control for Faze, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Killing spree for Snipedown off of the opening of the game. He is 5-0.
You want to talk about a player you have to make sure doesn't pop off. That's Snipedown for this Faze roster. If you're an Eunited fan, you wanted to see him not start the game on a killing spree. Unfortunately, sometimes you don't get the choice, and Snipedown already on fire here in our winners bracket finals, or even semifinals.
Absolutely, even halfway controlling on B, might even get the finish there. Snipedown also using the grapple so well to get back into control and avoid the angle. Look at the long distance. Mangler Spartan comes in, finally ends it, but not before a Snipedown trade. He will end that first spree 6-1.
Yeah, and the second camo already up. You're going to see Booba going for it. If he's able to secure this, look for Faze to continue pushing their momentum.
Man, we talked about this last week. Faze looking better and better. I think we can say the same thing here. Absolutely. Finally, a little bit of control coming in for Eunited, but might be short-lived as we already have an A contest and a slight B contest here as well. Ryan Noob gets taken down on Bat Ledge, and Faze looks so strong here right now, 96-2.
Look at the teamwork come through. I love this use of camo. It's Booba. No surprise, popping off. It's a double kill. He had an assist right before it, so doing everything, killing 3 members of Eunited there. But it was really the teamwork and the angle that Bound was able to have from C that allowed Booba to put free damage onto Ryan Noob to start that snowball effect. They've got the spawn trap, they've got the shots to match, the power-ups, the power weapons, all being put to use. And Booba flying in like Tarzan. Can he do it again?
Boo somehow stays alive, might even get out to A. Elevator almost gets across. He will drop the shock rifle top A, though. We'll see if a teammate can grab that, but amazing sprees, amazing control. Both camos there going into the hands of Faze and really showing on the scoreboard. Once again, 122-2 here as they're going to start on A as well. Now taking a look at Rain and the United side, they will finally start scoring once again for the first time in a long time. They have a momentary AC hold.
Yeah, that double kill was the sign for Eunited to get 2 strongholds, capture them, get a little bit of control for the first time in this game. Already down 100 points right now. You need to figure out a way to stop the bleeding, get something going in your favor. That double kill from Rain was just that.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to hear. Nick also anchoring here all the way as we see 1 dead for each side. So a little bit of a moment to breathe. Also a nice job there with a little bit of a Mangler shock swap down bottom elevator from Nick. He will get taken down though. Snipedown gonna grab that shock rifle in hand. Has to also grab the Mangler. Cost him though, because Rain during those weapon swaps will get the better of Snipedown. They will control A here. They will maintain AC, and it's been a nice 40-point hold for the side of Eunited.
A phenomenal job there by Eunited to continuously have someone in position to trade out their damage, continue to score points in A and C being controlled. And because they were able to continue to trade those kills, they've held this map control even though they're just trading slays with Faze. If you're able to do that successfully for much longer, it does look like camo gets burned on screen right there from Falcated, and now you're seeing what United's able to do when they have control of the map.
Yeah, absolutely. United is right back in this match. One thing we got to point out though, 3 were dead there, and Falcated looked like it was able to get that burn. Really a scenario at this point, you can't let that happen. 1 player alive getting a solo burn on camo. United gonna need to make sure they play even tighter if they want to close this one out, but regardless of that moment, they are right back in this match. What was just about an 80-point game is now just a 10-point game.
You're seeing the swings in Halo Infinite right now between both these teams. When they have control, how far are they able to push control so far? The question is, how far will Eunited push this control? Because Faze built that 122-point lead unanswered, but haven't had control since. A killing spree from Spartan here on screen. He has Boo in sight, and he looks to continue the momentum.
Trying to make something happen with the disruptor, unable to do it there in the end after a lot of back and forth, as we often see at Elevator. Boo and Faze will be the ones that do get A control. We'll see if they can hold on to that. First grapple doesn't connect, but second one will for Boo. Ryan Noob jumping up on him though, which is going to spell a little bit of trouble as players are pushing in. Stays alive as long as he can. Has some help as well from bottom Elevator and able to work together at back A. That's a big reset, a big hold. They will maintain control and scoring of AB here, now 150 to 127.
A massive job from Boo to stay alive throughout all that. He was no shield, finesse, but got information at the same time and just bought time for the rest of Faze to get there. That's what you're seeing out of Faze that we didn't see earlier on in Halo Infinite. Teamwork, buying time, playing your life, and understanding that help is on the way.
And here we are now, 170 to 127. Still very close between these two teams. And the next round of slays between these two squads really could be the decider. Sword kill comes in from Spartan. He will wisely retreat up to top control to the comfort of help from Ryan Noob as well. Lets the shields recharge, then get ready to push back out towards batteries. Picks up another one kill on bound, but shots are coming in from both control and bottom turbine, so needs to be careful here. Now 190 to 127. They need to find a way to stop the bleeding.
Camo player right next to Sparty, I believe. Yes, it is. Fabricated. It's his job to take down Spartan. He's been a terror with this sword into pipes. Does just enough to force him into bound. And once again, Faze, the positioning, the teamwork, it shines through. They're able to not only hold A and B, but get rid of that sword player in pipes. And Spartan was in such a good position to change the momentum of this game. And holy Fabricated, that was unbelievable.
Absolutely. That was also unbelievable control there. Clutch able to maintain composure. 219 to 127. And I got to say, Spartan's going to wish he had that moment back. He certainly could have gotten that sword lunge on a camoed Falcated. In the end, though, Falcated and team stays alive in pipes, and now just 20 points away from victory. That is all camos for Faze, even the 1v4 camo from Falcated back-to-back for him. And now it looks like the home stretch for Faze.
Yeah, good double back by Snipe Down, even better shots there, and every single kill here is going to matter. Just 9 points away from victory. Spartan forced to hop in the stronghold, unfortunately bound in a perfect position to take him down as well. And right now, Eunited starting to panic, understanding that they are in desperation mode.
Absolutely they are. As we take a look here, just a little bit of time to go here on the board. That's going to be it. Faze going to take game number 1, 250 to 127, a convincing victory. They let Eunited back in the match for just a bit, but a very controlled finish from the side of the Faze clan.
Actually, just an unbelievable dominant performance from Faze clan right there. If you've been paying attention to the squad, we continue to tell you about how they're
Faze versus Eunited. Faze with a go-ahead game can win the series if they take a game number 2. Take a look here at the opening rush.
So far, the early kills looked like they were going to go in the hands of Faze after they got the first pick, but no, Spartan answers back immediately with 2 rocket kills. It's trades back and forth, but the overshield in Bound's hands has resulted in so many kills for Faze right now. They have them trapped back this base. I'd be very interested to see how Faze plays this out.
Yeah, Faze let the rockets go, but they grab the overshield. They grab the first 4 kills. The rocket launcher will earn 2 kills for Eunited, but the first 4 do go in the hands of Faze. They also get map control right away. However, no kills just yet. These next few kills are really going to determine if Eunited's able to get out of this trap.
Yeah, it's such a difficult thing to get out of too, right? You're stuck in the back of a base. The other team has so many weapons, so many opportunities to push, choose when they pick their battles, but it looks like United has done it. They break in the seal, they've gotten out of the base, and now they have a couple of members stuck in the back of the base themselves for Faze. Snipe Down eating the brew grenades. Great job by Nick to finish him off. You're seeing Nick with the second kill in the feed right now, and on screen with the Mangler. A great job by United to somehow play from that disadvantageous spot and come out successful.
That's a 6-to-1 swing. That's a 7-to-1 swing. Look at this now. This was just an unbelievable performance. Now it was just 4-to-2 with Faze in complete control, and Eunited answers back in a miraculous way. They play patient. They go bottom rocket side. They go bottom pillars. They win battles on their flag and in their hut, and just like that, it's a 9-to-5 game. So absolutely credit due for Eunited there to answer back, and that's, as you said, Clutch, not an easy situation to bounce back out of. Now 12-to-6.
No, you're seeing Eunited with that same map control get 3 dead immediately, right? They trade out so efficiently with that map control. You saw Faze in a very tough position trying to push out bottom rockets. Look at how low Faze is on the map. They have so little room to work with, such few angles to play around. And when you're trying to flank around with rockets like they are right now, you're almost asking for a disaster if the other team's able to read this situation. It looks like they're doing it perfectly on the Eunited side, setting up for this overshield with 2 kills. in the feed right now, they're going to be able to secure this one, and already you're seeing a completely different story than game one.
And look at all the time that they took there, just really playing that overshield patient. Just look at the time on the clock. They did not grab that right away. Instead, they take their time, they grab it, and like you said, complete dominance there, just complete control at the bottom of the map as well. Jumps down on Falcated, will pick up another one now, just like that. 16-8 Bulldog in hand for Ryan Noob, and Rain still just running that bridge, playing the angles here against Snipedown and Boo Boo. They're able to take down one, now looking for the player in the hut as well, and those spike grenades have spelled disaster so far for the side of Faze. And now going to fly right in. Ryan Noob tries to get the better of him with the Bulldog around the corner. The Noob combo looks like maybe tapped him. Either way, the overshield is off, tries to fly back in. Ryan Noob not getting the exact grapples he wanted, and he lands near a pile of garbage.
I actually like how Ryan Noob stays alive here, though. As soon as he jumped up and saw the combo, he does not want to trade in this situation. He has everything to play around. He bought time for his team. He understood that a trade in this situation is bad. So he buys time, he stays his life, and now he's got production on his side. He got his shield back. He's able to push with that Bulldog into a better situation, finds himself a double. Not only that, Rain secured rockets, and Eunited is showing us textbook Bizarre CT, or Bizarre Slayer.
Absolutely, and now 23-10, just like that. And what a game they've had so far. Needles are out for Nick as well on the front door. Makes quick work of Boo Boo there, has the grapple as well. Might even use it to get back up top. We'll have to see exactly how he's going to play this one now. 25 seconds on that overshield. Going to grab the dynamos once again. Notice that there's a player all the way in the hut and is going to pick up those kills immediately on the tree. Now going to fly right back up top, and still continued dominance from the side of the United, as you said, playing this perfectly. Also, look how he spends the grapple there at the end.
Such good use of the sandbox overall. I mean, you're seeing the Needler, the Mangler, the Bulldog, grapples, dynamo grenades, everything being put to use by United. When they have control of the map, they're doing a great job of showing you the understanding of the sandbox that they're able to use to their advantage. You're seeing an overshield versus King Nick with a Needler, and King Nick takes him down.
My God, the classic Needler melt on the overshield from King Nick. It was an overshield, maybe a sign of life for the side of Faze, but it was short-lived if we've ever seen a short-lived overshield. 32-14, over double the score of their opponents here, and this looks like a very different game than we saw in game number one. Faze, not only with their backs against the wall, but absolutely being outclassed in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's so difficult to get control back, especially with the way United has played this. You saw Faze wanted to try and push out rockets. United had just the recipe to stop that from happening. They're trying to push out tree now. But look, the rotation's in. Nick's able to trade it out, and the rest of United are going to be set on keeping map control in their favor. Once again, Faze stuck in the tree situation, can't get out. The miss melee from Falcated right there is going to cost him his life, and Spartan the Dog, wash, rinse, repeat. He's going to once again regain control and trap Faze in the back of this base. This is perfect by United. What Faze can do to get out of this is something that they're gonna have to go to the drawing board once again, because at a 22-point difference in this game, I'd say it's all but over, Andy.
I mean, this has been absolutely a walk in the park for the side of United since they got that lead. King Nick also just flying across the map there with some wild movement all the way into the hut. 40-17 now, and they are locking this map down. Nick's on the flank, but Spartan finishes the kill before Snipedown can even get back around the rocket corner. They are continuing to watch these same angles, and really got to give credit to Eunited, because not only are they playing this so well since gaining control, but the way that they got out of that initial spawn trap that they found themselves in, really showing that they know how to play this game type. Whether they're in control or on the back foot, they're pretty comfortable on Bizarre Slayer.
Yeah, I think if you let United get into that situation and slow the game down like they were, United's going to be one of those teams that's so practiced, so understanding of everybody on the same page and what everyone wants to be doing, that they're going to be able to run away with games like this, right? It's about not letting United get into that position. Unfortunately, Faze was not able to get off to the right start in this game, and because of it, you're seeing United continue to dominate this. I mean, Rain only has 4 kills, and the game is 5 kills away from ending, and we're talking about a steak dinner for United still.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see that overshield. Looks like it just got picked up. Maybe in the hands of Nick. We'll have to take a look here as Ryan Noob's able to trade out on the pillars. Rain coming in behind. Yes, it was King Nick that does grab the overshield with only 3 to go. 47-25, and it's been a little bit of deja vu. The same exact spawn trap all game. Look how Eunited has not overextended once in the past 5 minutes of play. 48-49. Maybe the last 2 on your screen. Actually, there's one. Not sure that Nick knows there's a player behind him. Doesn't matter. There's a spectacular double kill on the front door, and it's a huge win for Eunited in game number 2.
I mean, we brought up the point before game 2 started, right? It was, can they do a better job of getting power-ups control? Because if they allow Faze to get power-ups like they did in game 1, it could be just as ugly as game 1 was.
You put it perfectly, Clutch. It really will be a battle of control, and so far we've seen these teams exchange significant amounts of control with blowout wins back to back. Now for one of them respectively. Snipe Down will trade off of the opening. They're 2 dead for both sides. Boo looking for camo.
Yeah, Boo actually picking up this camo for free is massive for FaZe. A little bit of a blunder in a 2v2 situation for me United to have no one with eyes or in a position to get that camo themselves. We'll see if Boo is able to make one of those classic Boo camo plays.
Right now putting shots there on Spartan, but it's actually going to cost him because Ryan Noob had a heat wave in hand, bottom middle, and right away will neutralize that camo. So far that first camo not being a huge factor. However, as we said, we expect it to be a pretty big difference maker in the series, but it's going to be a heat wave pull opportunity, but a raining of grenades coming in. Does not grab the flag though. Take a look at that from Ryan Noob. Actually a little bit of a misclick there. Looks like he was trying to throw the flag into utility, but they'll have to reset and try again.
100% he was trying to grab that flag. Unfortunately misses it and starts immediately receiving fire. Because of it, he's forced to play his life. Does get this double kill, is able to continue control. He's going to have King Nick with him as well, so they are going to get a delayed flag run here, but they have to do a good job of slaying across the map because already spawners are overextending.
Nick actually just drops right away bottom utility, then tries to fight top mid. If I'm not mistaken, he actually goes down right away there, so we'll have to see. It's going to be 1 dead for the side, 2 dead for the side. Faze, so still maybe an opportunity for this run.
Baum flying in to get that kill, just showing you a little bit of his movement techniques. He can be so successful with them. Right now, a big 1v1 right there is won by Falcated. Because of it, he's able to hop the return, but no Ryan Noob there. He gets taken down as well. All 4 dead for United, and right now, FaZe look to counter cap.
Rain is not a prayer for him getting there. Tries to get the grenade kills, able to get the kill on Boo, which is big for the opportunity to reset and prevent the counter. However, FaZe collapses on that flag despite 2 being dead. As you said, Clutch, there a huge kill from Falcated to stop the flag in utility.
Okay, so we can talk about the massive kills that FaZe was about to get, but you pointed it out perfectly. Rain getting that kill onto the Heatwave player in his closet stopped the counter cap immediately. It reset the map, and if Rain doesn't get that kill, we're looking at a 1-0 score for FaZe.
That's a veteran play there from Rain. He knew that the return was not happening, but he still checks utility. He pre-nades it and picks up the kill to reset the map. Keep things neck and neck here. 0 flags on the board. As Snipe Down's going to run the first potential flag for FaZe. He will trade also with Nick, as that flag is going to be thrown out bottom thrust. Ryan Noob, a thrust of his own, tries to win this battle. Bound wins that, but kills just being exchanged on both sides. Here comes Boo.
Yeah, trades across the board for both teams right there, but trades are going to benefit Eunited right there because their flag was being pulled. Boo had camo. When you're able to successfully trade in those situations and get that return, you're perfectly fine with that as a pro player.
Look at Boo movement, just perfect drop slides off of the flag. Also does the same thing to fly across the map, and you're seeing the movement ceiling across the board. Look at this amazing movement from Ryan Noob. My God, what a thrust, and one of the most obnoxious players to play against. He does it to Boo as well. Ryan Noob living up to the name there, just being one of the most difficult kills, and Halo also a little bit of drop slides from him. So as we said, keep an eye on these players as we now enter right around the 3rd into the 4th month of Halo Infinite coming up soon. These players are really stepping up the skill ceiling on their movement.
Well, I talked about who was going to be the individuals that are playing well enough to win this series, because it really is a battle of 2 teams that are so evenly matched. Ryan Noob right now at 11, 4, and 3, absolutely popping off to give Eunited this first potential flag cap.
Almost quadrupling his deaths there in his ratio. Now he's going to be triple there as he's 11 and 4, trying to play along the back of the base. Now we'll take a look at Spartan here. Still no flags on the board after just about 4 minutes of play between these 2 teams, but it's been a fantastic game number 3. Let's see. Can be a difficult angle in other Halos, but Spartan's going to grab that back whack there onto Snipe Down. That could be a pretty challenging one, especially in a game like Halo 3. Luckily, Halo Infinite a bit more forgiving there with those melees.
Great job to trade kills out from both sides. Still 0-0 as we enter 7 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. And typically we've seen some high flag cap counts lately in Halo Infinite, especially on Aquarius CTF, but neither team giving anything so far as defense is concerned. Boo once again with the camo in hand has the opportunity, but can't seem to make these camos working. Right now the thrust back through him. That's incredible. He's not able to get either one of those kills. A little bit of a panic from Boo and a misplay for camo for sure. We'll see if United is able to capitalize once again.
Yeah, Ryan Noob now starting the utility run that we saw earlier. Nick just keeping an eye staring at those spawns bottom middle. Does find Falcated already across the 50-yard line all the way up onto his side. So gonna need to be sure that he's calling that out. Does find 2 more players here. So we'll see these first few kills going to determine if this flag goes home or not.
100% pay attention to the kill feed right now. Bound, Boobadooboo, they each find one. It's going to be a third probably coming in as well. But no, King Nick trying his best to get this kill. Bound with the movement, making it as difficult as possible. But the flag is still out right now. So even though Faze got those slays, they weren't really able to get much, if at all, of the return for the flag. And you're seeing respawners from Eunited come in, they get kills themselves, they hop the return, and that's going to be Eunited taking the first flag cap of the game, punching it in 1-0. Eunited take the lead here in game 3.
United on the board in a big way. It took several minutes, lots of back and forth between these two teams, and it's been a very fitting game number 3 so far based on the matches, not only that we've seen here, but the matches that we've seen between these two teams over these past few weeks have been neck and neck now, but still plenty of time on the clock here, an opportunity for Faze to answer back.
Yeah, Faze with, once again, great utility control, but what can they do with it? Because right now a heat wave, Ryan Noob is in your face. He finds one, can't find a second, but the damage was good for his teammate to swoop in, capitalize, and trades once again coming through. We've seen Eunited be able to trade these utility players out so far in this game and have great success in regaining map control and making this disadvantageous position not too much of a thing to worry about, because if they can successfully continue to watch these players out, trade with them, they're going to have a great opportunity to take this game 3.
Bound, make sure to not trade initially, however, it will be cleaned up regardless. Snipe down there with the camo up against Ryan Noob, times his engagement well, will take him down with the thrust. Camo going to also reset those thrusts, now 5 of those in the pocket as he pushes into the base.
If he plays this well, he's a very powerful Spartan on the map right now. Unfortunately, rocked by nades, knocked to no shield, needs to stay alive. I hate the idea of entering here with camo. Unfortunately, he only finds himself a trade, and once again, Eunited turn a camo player into a trade. In that situation, you want to buy time, you want to wait for teammates to push, and then thrive in the chaos as that camo player unfortunately sniped down. Felt he had to be the lead on that push, and because of it, he loses his life, the camo as well. And now the rest of Faze, it's their job to get the kills. It looks like they've done a few of that, of getting those kills, but unfortunately, they're gonna have to do a little bit more. But 3 dead for United.
Yeah, 3 dead right there. There's only 1 player. It's just going to be Nick. Rain's off the respawn. Nick was the only one alive trying to push. Here's Nick. He's going to have the angle from bottom middle. He'll get taken down. So now Rain's dead. I think you're going to have 2 fresh spawners. This is a cap here for Faze without a doubt. Based on those kill rotations, that flag will go in, now tied 1-1. And how fitting here. A little bit of victory crouches coming in for Falcated as well on the flag to celebrate that one going in. Now 4:30 left on the clock. We're tied 1-1.
Let that be a lesson for everybody, right? When you trade with camo in that situation and you're sniped down, it can still turn into a positive output, right? It can still work out for your team. The rest of Faze was in a great position to capitalize on his entry frag. Because he gets that entry frag, they're able to find that first flag cap. Not only that, but they kept map control throughout it. They're getting kills. They're moving the flag across halfway again, and Faze looked to go up.
Spartan was the only player alive there. Nick has to do something bottom middle. I don't think so. Now 2 spawners who are fresh are going to have to stop it. It's Rain flying in now right with the heat wave. What can he do at the doorstep? First one does not hit.
Oh!
Second one doesn't hit. He gets the stop. Still 1-1. He'll also get the flag. Rain at the doorstep with the flag stop. Can he get this return as well? Only about 10% left. He gets the... No, he does not get the return. It's a grab coming in from Falcated there at the finish line, trying to find Boo Boo as well. He'll get taken down. Maybe a return here from Spartan with the camo.
Spartan hops on the return as well, and this camouflage doing dividends right now, gets the return. And although we can't get the kill, the return is really all you wanted right there, keeping this game 1-1. United's defense, it's at the doorstep of Faze's flag cap, but they proved to be strong once again, and because of it, we're seeing a 1-1 game with 3.5 minutes left.
Cannot wait to see the replay on that one. I know the team here in the back has already gotten that one clipped, because Rain at the final seconds, at the final frames, hits the last heat wave shot to get the stop. The flag does not go in, and we'll keep this game 1-1. That certainly could have been the game and the series securing flag cap now, as Falcated starting to pop off in the back of the base as well. Flag run starts, 2 dead for the side of United.
Yeah, they do choose to run it bottom middle here, so pay very attention. Faze decided to run this one fast, even though only 2 were dead. The other 2 players for United were stuck in the corner, and because of it, Snipedown's got that flag all the way across the map already. Punching it in, taking the lead with 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Snipedown, Falcated, they get in your base, they turn it into flag caps.
2 dead for Faze, though. Snipedown actually being very sneaky here, just goes ahead and rotates around from front base. You know he's being called out, so instead gets a nice angle to be a little bit of a nuisance here. Look at these 3 players in utility. They're going to have a tough time pushing out, especially with Snipedown having the angles like he does. They're going to make sure that they need to not trade in the back of the base. 1 will go, 2 will go. Double kill for Spartan, with the heat wave still being a huge factor. That will be 2 dead. The flag run will start once again for United.
And pay attention to the kill feed here. Spartan has a very important job to do, because his flag carrier does go down Needs to find a way to create an opening with this heat wave. Doesn't want to run it quite yet, but knows that there's a Faze player around him. Booba with the thrust. He's unable to trade. Because of that thrust backwards, it forces Sparty to try and readjust his reticle placement, and because of it, you're seeing Bound run the flag out of the window. So all the while, Faze across the map, able to get that flag all the way across. Falcated in a very important one-on-one, loses it, and now Eunited, with their backs against the wall, they're gonna have to force this return somehow and snipe down buying time with this camo. Is trying to stop that from happening.
Almost does it well enough to pick up that kill on Nick as well, just trying to make sure that by not shooting, he of course will not appear, right? He'll keep himself invisible, and it almost paid off to get the extra kill on Nick. But regardless, Rain's trying to run this one. There was 2 dead momentarily, now only 1 dead for the side of Faze. Big kills from Rain, we'll talk about him later, but also a big flag run from Rain. He's got the escort from Ryanoob. If he goes down, Ryanoob will be there. 2 do fall though, so we'll see if they're able to get in the back of the base.
Yeah, interesting choice by Ryan, who did not shoot or put himself in a position to maybe suppress some of the players coming off spawn, but Ryan knows better than we do sometimes, and with that, he's able to punch that second flag in, tie this one up with just a minute left. We could be going to overtime. This could be a next cap win situation.
Rain with huge kills from the back of his base. He was the only player alive. He gets a flag stop on Bound and then picks up a kill in Falcated in his utility. That play does not develop unless Rain puts together those kills as well. 45 seconds left, could be heading to sudden death overtime here.
Good damage by Falcated, gives Bound an easy kill, allows Booba to pull this one. Also bought time against that player in the window, but Booba understands that he's probably gonna have to slay in this situation, but Falcated and Snipe down both. Find 3 kills. Ryanoob, the last guy alive. Faze are gonna punch this one in with 25 seconds on the clock. It's all defense they have to worry about from here on out.
That's it. They're gonna play mid-map control. They're gonna play the cutoffs here. Just like you said, 18 seconds left. Perfect timing on the slays. Also perfect timing on the flag cap. 15 seconds to go here. It will need to be an emergency rushed pull from the side of Eunited. Here comes Rain to do just that, but you have to know there's gonna be eyes on the flag. Has to win this against Falcated and then get the flag pull. He does the first one. 3 seconds left. He's able to get the pull. We are not done just yet, but needs to make sure his team is picking up kills. 4 dead. It will not happen. That will be the game, and that will be the series in favor of Faze as they will close this flag game out 3-2. But what a game there. What a series clutch. It will be Faze advancing over Eunited in the end. It took them 3 games. It took them 3 flags, but they close it out, and they will get on.